You got that one?
Mm-hmm.
It's upside down.
Are you sure?
That one.
Also, this looks like cartoonishly made.
And 3.
It's focused in.
Wrong.
There you
All right. Well, thank you all of Jacob's friends for coming. I appreciate it because I can't get anybody to come.
Yeah, I'm a captive audience.
You're here whether you like it or not. That's not what I wanted.
It's so tiny.
Shh. Go lay down. Go.
We couldn't get it to fit. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I can't get it any bigger than that. Okay. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Silhouette Cameo machine and what it can do. The machine is, oops, I got my first card here, is used to create designs, and it cuts paper, vinyl, cardstock, all sorts of materials. And that was according to the avid craft maker Leslie at the Seasoned Homemaker. You can do all sorts of stuff with the Cameo. You can do scrapbooking and t-shirts and all sorts of stuff, but my favorite is cutting vinyl decals. I'm going to talk to you today about the process of cutting and designing your vinyl decals. They can be bought at pretty much any store for about $200, and that was according to Amanda, the customer service rep at Walmart that I spoke to. I bought mine about 3 years ago, and I've used it exclusively for cutting vinyl. They're pretty easy to use. They take a little bit of figuring out, but once you figure it out, they're really fun to use. To be able to effectively use it, you have to learn how to use the software and load the machine and cut and apply the decals. First we move on to the design process. Using the design process, you use the design software available with the machine. According to the 2012 manual, it is a drawing editing output software that enables the creation of outline and print data, and this allows you to make your own images and send them to the machine to be cut out. The vinyl that I use is sold in 12-inch rolls of various lengths. The design I chose has a text and a design that I chose from the library. The library available, this is the text version, but it has all sorts of different fonts available. You can add your own or use the ones that they have. The library here is where you can use ones that you can buy through the store or ones that you can create yourself. And once those are added to your design and you're happy with the size, you move on to the cutting. And to do that, you have to first load the machine, which it's placed inside the machine here under the rollers. And you load it by hitting the enter button, and it feeds it in, and you can adjust it so that it goes straight. And once it's loaded, you make sure that it's set to cut and vinyl, and then you send it to the Silhouette machine and it proceeds to cut. And once the cutting is done, then you unload the image, you unload your material, and you move on to the to weeding. And weeding is what they call removing the excess material that you're not going to be using on your image. And it can be quite tedious depending on the image. This one here was pretty simple, but if you have a lot of complex shapes, sizes, little pieces, it can be very, very tedious. And then once all the weeding is done, you then move on to transferring the image using transfer tape. The transfer tape it's sticky enough to stick to the image when you remove it from the backing material, but once you put it on the image or put it on your final product, it'll peel off of the product but not and leave the vinyl. So it's just sticky enough to do what it needs to do. But you place the transfer tape over it and then use the scraper to make sure it's adhered. And then you peel it off the backing paper and place it on your object that you want to put it on. And using the scraper, make sure it's well adhered to the product, and then you peel off the masking and it leaves the image. And this is what I created with that. But you can put it on just about anything you want. But this by no means covers everything that this machine can do. It can really do a lot. But it does give you an idea how to design, cut, and apply your own vinyl decals. I really encourage everybody to check them out because they're a lot of fun.